Welcome. This is Commish and today I thought I'd walk you through the Baseball Maelstrom website. This website's up and running now, and it can be a good place for you to come to kind of follow the league, other than the YouTube page, which I'll continue to be posting videos, video updates, and recaps on there. But this is a place that you can come to kind of see stats and the players and the teams and all of that fun stuff. Just a brief recap. I actually have a video on this that you can go check out, the kind of background on how this league got set up. So I encourage you to check that out. But just as a short recap, Baseball Maelstrom is my Payoff Pitch solo league that I'm doing right now, and it's comprised of 8 teams, 4 American League and 4 National League teams. 3 of those teams in each league are made up of Hall of Famers and from that league. And then the 4th team in each league is made up of players that aren't in the Hall of Fame. They're still great players. They're just not in the Hall of Fame. Some of those it's because of, like Pete Rose is here on the non-Hall of Fame team. You have Barry Bonds. You have Alex Rodriguez. You have Mark McGwire, and so forth. Players who are great but not in the Hall. There's also some players who they haven't been retired long enough to be in the Hall. So you have like Buster Posey and players like that as well. And basically, I just set this up because I thought it'd be interesting to see if the non-Hall of Fame teams could compete with Hall of Fame teams. So there's no interleague play until the World Series. So you have 4 American and 4 National League teams playing each other. We all know that not all Hall of Famers are created equally. There are a lot of Hall of Famers who are marginal, and you kind of wonder why they're even in the Hall. So I don't think it will be as imbalanced. The teams will be as imbalanced as you would think. But I thought it'd be a good little league to run to see how things turn out. So I mean, the league just recently started. I think we're on. I just uploaded the summaries or the recaps through day 3, I believe. And so, as I said, this will be a place that you can come to kind of see the updates, other than the YouTube channel, which if you haven't subscribed, go check that out if you want to follow the action. I do game recaps and that kind of thing on there. But today I thought I'd just kind of walk you through it so you can see what's on the website, see what you would see when you come to the website, and how you can follow the league and so forth. So if you go to baseballmaelstrom.com, here's the front page that you would see with the league banner up top. Baseball Maelstrom, where legends come alive. You see the Baseball Maelstrom logo. And then what you see on the front page is right away you see the standings. So you'll see the American League, National League standings. These will be updated each time I finish a game. I'll come in here and update the wins and losses, so you can see that. This also shows you, how many games back, how many runs scored, runs allowed, and home, road records, last 10, and any streaks. Kind of in the right sidebar here, you have a link to the kind of the league trailer, if you will. So go check that out if you haven't already. And then down below, as we scroll down here, we see that we can see today's games. I haven't fully updated the April 3rd games yet, but I'll be doing that shortly. Maybe by the time you see this video, those will be done. But this will be a way that you can see today's games and scores. So scores would be, the past couple of days worth of games. You see the teams that played, the score, and then the recap will take you to that game. Also, you can click on the score here to take you to that game too. So you can see the logos for the teams, the team city names, the venue that it was played in, the date, and then the game itself. And if you want to view all of the whole schedule, you can click on this view all events. Let's do that real quick. And this will show you the entire schedule. So starting with April 1st, all the way through to the end of the season. So you can just kind of scroll through everything if you want to see it. So let me go back for a second. Same thing over here. You view all events will take you to the full schedule. You click on this, it'll play the trailer for the YouTube trailer for the league. So you can check that out. You can click on any of these team names to go to the team pages. There's a couple, there's many ways to get around to different things. Up top, and I'll kind of walk through these, but if you click on schedule, it takes you back to that screen that we just looked at, which is the full league schedule. So let's do that for a second just to show you what you see when you click on one of the games. All right, so I'll go to the April 1st game between Boston and Oakland. Boston Splinters and the Oakland Jacks. And if we click on that, we go to the game recap page. So we see the teams, we see the score, a little bit of information on when it was played, the venue, Oakland Coliseum, with a current Google map. So sometimes this will show parking lot or whatever is in the place where the stadium used to be. You'll see the final score, the scoreboard there, and then down below you can see a link to the video recap of that particular game, along with the box score, a link to the box score and score sheet for the game. So if you click on this, you can watch the video. If you click on the box score sheet, that will take you to the Google Drive that has the box score for that game and the score sheet for that game. You may have to zoom in a little bit to actually see it pretty well. So we back up again. And again, you can click on one of these if you want to go to the team. I'll show you that here in a second. Let's just show you what the team pages look like. So you can get to the team pages in a couple of ways. You can click on the team name on any of the pages. You can also go up here to the team drop down, and let's just go to Boston's page. All right, so here's the Boston Splinters page. You see their manager, you see their logo, and then you have some information down below. You get their roster. So all of their players, you can see in which side of the plate they bat or pitch from. There's different tabs here, so you can go to standings. You can see the standings with Boston highlighted. You can see Boston's schedule. Click on that. If you click on stats, and you can click on this view stats to go to the stats page, which I'll show you here in a second as well. So those are the team pages. And then any of these players you can click on as well. So you don't really see a whole lot on the player page, but you can, let's say, just click on Catfish Hunter here. So you see a little photo of the player. You see their position, what side they bat from, what team they're on. And then there's a stats tab. And if we click on view stats, we'll go right to their stats page. It's kind of cut off here because I'm not showing the full screen. But you can go to their stats page. I use ball score and ball stat to compile stats. So that's what you would see on the player stats page. Again, teams, we go to Boston again, just to show you what you see on the stats. You click view stats, you'd see the team stats. Okay, this is team stats, team batting, team pitching, team fielding. Sorry that it's cut off on the side here. When you go to the page, it won't be cut off. It's just the way I'm displaying this. It cuts off the edges. So that's what you'd see on the team statistics page. And then, so that's teams. You can go to the different teams. And then if you click on stats, that will take you to the league stats page where you can see the standings. You can see team batting, team pitching for both leagues, team fielding. And then up top here on the right, you can go to that particular league, or you can click on leaders if you want to go to the leaders page. There, that shows you a little bit better what you see on the leaders page. You can click on any of these league batting leaders. That'll be for the whole Baseball Maelstrom. American League batting leaders would just be the American League, and then individual team leaders are in here too. So if we click on American League batting leaders, we see, the leaders by different categories. So Alex Rodriguez currently leading the league with two home runs, and so forth. So we can see all of that. And again, I use ball score and ball stat, which keeps it incredibly detailed statistics. Here you can click on a team to go to the team pages, just as we could before. You can click on an individual player to see their batting log and their fielding log by game. You can click up here to see by opponent. So you can see how in this case, Dick Allen has done against the New York Swats or other teams. It's broken down that way. And then versus pitcher, we can see how he has fared against different pitchers and his lefty-righty splits and that kind of stuff. So quite a bit there to take a look at. I'm going to go back here to the Baseball Maelstrom pages. Okay, we go back to the Baseball Maelstrom pages. We've gone through home, just takes back to the home page, which is the main page that shows the stats and the day's games and all of that. Schedule I've shown, stats I've shown, the team drop down. There's also a player list. If you click on the player list, it'll take you to a page that has all of the players in the league by position. And again, you can click on any one of these to go to their individual player pages that have their individual stats. If you click Contact Us, there's a link to the YouTube page and a link if you want to email me. You're more than welcome to do that. But that pretty much sums up the website. I will be probably tweaking this as we go forward. If there's certain things that you want to see, I'll be adding that stuff in. But I think it's pretty comprehensive for now, other than, as I said, my next step is to kind of go through each player page and update the player pages. And then that's the other thing. I will be updating the a day's games at a time for the most part. So for stats purposes. So you'll see the standings updated each game that I finish. But if you go to stats, each day that I finish, I will then upload all of the league stats. I'm not going to upload the stats each game, but I will update them each day that I finish, if that makes sense. That's all I have for you guys. For now, I just wanted to give a quick overview of the web page. Let me know what you think. Just thought it'd be handy to have something like this where you could kind of come and check out the stats. Because I know if you're like me, you're kind of curious how the Hall of Famers will do against the non-Hall of Famers. And this is just be a great way so you don't have to weed through any videos to see it. You can just come here on your own and look up players and stats and all that fun stuff. Of course, I'll continue to upload video recaps of games and different videos about the league in the future. But this is just another way to kind of keep updated on that stuff. I think that's where I'll leave things. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, have a great evening.